We're live.
Bam, we're live. What's up, YouTube? This is your boy Enrique, aka Biggie's Comics, coming at you with episode 23 of Chillin with the NY Warriors. All right, we got a good show planned for you guys today. A few things happened. My man Jeff was on vacation. We went to East Coast Comic Con, and PGX came out with some new labels. So let's get on with it real quick. Let me just introduce everyone. I'm gonna start with my man Marky 316.
What's up, good people? Hello, it's Monday. Fucking Rangers. That's all I'm saying. Shit.
Yeah, I know. Damn Rangers,
Oh, that
you know?
hurt, man. 3 fucking times. Anyway, all right. I'm gonna mute myself. Hold on.
All right, Marky. It's a pleasure. Next, we got my man Manny NYC. What up, Manny? What's going on?
What's up, YouTube?
What's popping in your neck of the woods?
Nothing, man. The baby's coming soon.
That's right. The baby's coming. That's right. I said no more cons for you, bro. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it, man. Go for him. Yeah. You're gonna be asking us, yo, can you get this signed for me?
I think about it.
It's all good though. It's all good. Baby's always good, man. All right. Next, we got Jeff Johnson, the mayor.
What's up, people?
He was in
What's
Florida.
up, people? Yo, can I talk? Can I talk?
Well, you're taking too long. Hurry up.
Remember, vote for me is a vote for comics. There you go. Move on.
I already voted for you twice.
Jeff. All right, and next we got Eli Easy, the game hunter.
I'm right here. That's what I'm doing. Eating. Yeah.
Eating chicken?
You already know.
All right. So we got a good show for you guys. Hopefully today, hopefully you guys like it. A couple of weeks ago, it's been 2 weeks already, right? We went to East Coast Comic Con 2017, and at the Meadowlands Expo Center in Secaucus, New Jersey. It was pretty cool show. First time for me going to that show. I know Jimmy C for the last couple of years already. He's been telling me about it. It's the first time I got to go. A lot of the NY Warriors went. Era 212 was there. Jeff Johnson was there. Manny NYC was there. Mike Seif was there. I also ran into Reaper Tape. Anthony, he was there. That's the only other person that I ran into besides the NY Warriors. But I know there was other YouTubers that went there too. Like Vince was there. Tom Ryan was there. Jimmy C was there.
Mike Seif.
No, I mentioned Mike Seif in the first one. Yeah, he was there. There was a few others. There were some guys that are on our Facebook, New York Warriors Facebook page. I know. I believe Gus was there. He's if you guys don't know, I think Gus is Taino Man. He that's his YouTube tag when he comments on on the chats and stuff like that.
Let me not forget Duran. Duran was there too. He's on Facebook.
Yeah. Oh, Duran is on our Facebook page also. So he was there also. I didn't get to meet them. I didn't see them. But there'll be other shows. New York, because we go everywhere. So let's get right on with it. Like how was the show, guys? What do you guys show? Any stories? Anything popping out at you?
I was with Alan Bellman the whole day on Saturday, so there wasn't. I mean, he let me go for a little bit, but
he adopted you.
Tell him who. A lot of people might not know who that is, Manny. Let them know who he is.
Alan Bellman is one of the artists of Captain America back in the 40s and the 50s. And he worked for Timely Comics. And it was him and Ken Bold, I think that's how you pronounce his last name. They both were on Captain America back in those days, in the nice golden age. And he's a legend if you think about it. Cause
it's a classic.
Yeah, not a lot of people know, but if you're not into like the golden age books, you wouldn't know. But he's a pretty man. He did a sketch for me, and it was awesome. So yeah.
Yeah,
Nice
he
guy.
did. He did a nice Captain America sketch for
And
Manny.
also, his wife is really nice too. She was real cool. His wife,
You,
She was
Roz.
you
dressed
know,
up as Wonder Woman.
you know what was
Yeah.
cool? Well, you know what was cool? His jacket, the jacket that he had on.
Oh, that was the shirt.
Oh, that was a shirt.
That was a button up. Yeah, that was a button
Yeah,
up. Yeah, button
yo, I'd rock that shirt, but I'll fold up the sleeves, pop the collar. It was a cool shirt he had on. That was cool. So you was there most of the time. You volunteered for the show, which was cool, But next time, can't volunteer, man. I told you, next time if I get to go again to that show, man, I'm paying for your
I mean, I
ticket,
went
man.
on Sunday and I was just chilling. I was chilling with
I know.
A-Rod.
That's my plan. I went with my wife, and Manny saw, Manny, we already met her a few times. So did Jeff Johnson. That was Erod seen her a couple of times too because we saw Comic Book Jones. But that was her first Comic Con, and she never been to any con. That was her first one, and she freaking loved it. She had a blast. She wants to do more. She wants to. Next year, we're gonna buy a 2-day pass, and then what I'll do is Saturday we'll be with the family, and then Sunday I'll go on my own. To chill with the fellas.
Are you going to stay out there, or like get a hotel, or just drive back and forth?
No, you know what? It's only like a 45-minute drive for me.
Oh yeah, well yeah, for you, yeah. For me, if I'm gonna do that, I have to get the hotel. I ain't driving back.
And you know what? There's a lot of hotels over there. As
Yep.
a matter of fact, there's a really nice area, man.
Yeah, I
Really nice
know.
area. They have all the restaurants are there. The malls there. It's just you can see the whole. It's a nice area, man.
Something to
Real
think
nice area.
about for next year. We were you guys were telling about it. We're like, maybe we should just do this one instead of Big Apple, depending on who they got in there.
This one was
Yeah,
way better than Big Apple.
And you know what? And for 2 years in a row, I dropped the most money on Big Apple, and it wasn't like the cool part is chilling with you guys and being old.
Right.
Like that's the fun part. But the show is really like a pain in the ass. It's more of a pain in
Trapped
the
like
ass.
sardines. It's always packed. There's no really way that we were hanging out in the hotel lobby most of the time. I mean, literally.
Next door.
Next
door.
So
That's horrible. That's horrible. This one, they have concessions. You could even just walk out real quick, sit on the steps, chill for a minute, come back, go back in. The place was AC'd. If you get there on time, not like me, I got there late. You get parking right next door.
Mm-hmm.
You get parking right next door, so you can like go in, buy whatever the hell you're gonna buy, bring it back to your car, go back in. Like it's literally. I saw that it was made for you to last, man. Like it was really made for you to last. It's for you to stay there the day and just see everything. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Well, how was your experience on that show?
Well, first of all, Ken Lashley, he's a man. Okay, me, Erod, at the we put in for our sketches and stuff. We came back, we chilled with him. He told us some stories and stuff like that. So Ken Lashley, he's a cool guy in my book. Who else? Joe Disco, cool ass guy too. I think out of everybody, Simon Beasley, that's his last name, Beasley, the guy who did
Yeah,
Lobo.
Simon Beasley.
Mm-hmm.
Man is funny as hell. The way he would dress, he reminded me of Andrew Dice Clay, and he was cracking jokes. He was signing books, cracking jokes. You know what? The whole experience was fun. If you live in the East Coast, you got to go to East Coast Comic Con, man. It's just fun as hell.
Yeah, I kind of like didn't prepare probably as much. I should have. I have a Simon Beasley Batman statue that I could have had him sign the base for.
He also just recently did that Harley's Black Book with Lobo. That was his artwork inside, and the book is definitely him.
Yeah, so there was a lot of people there. They had Joe Jusko was there, Marv Wolfman, Joe Giella, John Beatty,
Larry Lieberman.
Larry Lieberman was there. Man, he cracked
Mike
open
Zeck.
a Grail book.
Oh yeah,
Mike Zeck.
Now,
Then he cracked open a Grail to get Larry Lieberman.
I heard. Damn. I heard Perez was there, but he had some health condition and he canceled that day.
Yeah, he canceled the night before. He
had a heart attack.
He had a heart attack. Yeah,
I seen the post. I'm like,
was it a heart attack or was it a blood clot or whatever?
It was a heart
it was a heart
attack.
attack. He didn't want his wife to
damn.
know it was a heart attack.
Yeah.
Because his wife was visiting.
And shout out to Jesse from JLS. He posted
Yep.
all the information on New York Warriors page.
Yeah.
But so that was cool. Yeah, he had a heart attack, and you know, he couldn't do the show. We don't blame him. He's older.
We don't.
You know, we don't blame him. There was also in that show what I noticed too. I didn't get a chance to really look at the books because I was you know, hanging out with the wife mostly. But there was a lot of deals there, man. I saw some deals. I was looking at the walls. I was looking at prices on toys and figures and collectibles, and there was deals to be made. I just, you know, I couldn't really dig in.
They didn't jack them up like what we usually see.
Nah, that was.
They were.
Yeah, I mean, they were.
They were priced up, but I think Big Apple Con was more expensive.
Yeah.
Stuff like you know, it was you know, you're gonna pay top dollar at conventions. You know that already, but it was. I think there was better deals there.
Yeah. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Just,
we see the Spawn #1. How much, Eli? How much was that Spawn #1 at Big Apple? And we just all laughed our asses off. What was it? $35.
I think it was like 75.
Some shit like that. And then Biggie's almost knocked down his display. Biggie's, you should have knocked down the display with those prices, man. That was ridiculous.
Well, let me ask you guys this, and this is for everybody in the chat too. Anybody know any speculation about Alpha Flight #1? Because in Big Apple Con, they were selling Alpha Flight #1 for $90. Right. East Coast, they wanted $75 for it. Is this something I'm missing here?
Oh man, you know what? I'll give you mines right now for $50, yo.
Dude, I got 2 copies of it. 2 copies, and I think I paid cover price when it first came out. The second one I got it for $1.
Yeah.
So
it's all spec, man. I mean, they're trying to jump ahead. So that's Alpha Flight. Isn't that the first appearance of Puck or some shit like that?
Yeah, there's
that green girl.
Yeah, there's
a couple of first appearances on there.
Yeah, I remember getting them for my sister's fiance because he loved Alpha Flight. So I got all those issues for like literally under $2, $3. I got them all 1 through whatever, the ones that he was missing or he used to have when he was growing up, and I found them for him. So, you know, that's how I remember it. But I never read them all because it just wasn't for me.
Alpha Flight has some good stories.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Hercule Comics said real quick. He says Big Apple Con has the worst revenue. Ceilings are low. Ceilings are low, makes it feel like claustrophobic. Yeah, and that's why their displays almost got knocked down because you're not supposed to have access to behind your displays, and all you have access to behind everybody's shit. You can fucking sneak in and grab a book if you wanted to from behind it. You know.
They had all those bags and boards over there. I was like, God damn, no one's gonna take that shit, man. Jesus.
Yeah.
Some of those walls wasn't even real. They were just like, you know, those gated stands, and they put like the white cardboard on it to make it look like a wall and stuff.
There was a window in there, one gush of wind would make someone have a bad day. That's all I know. Those things are not sturdy at all.
I think when I went like 2 or 3 years ago, somebody like tried to steal a book.
Oh yeah, I was there. I remember that shit. The dude tried to go behind one of the dealers' booth and steal a book.
Jeez.
Yeah, that shit was horrible. So real quick, I just want to speak real quick about like the artists and writers that were there at East Coast, and the common theme to me, you know, between both cons so far is the only people that are doing these cons are the older guys. The guys that didn't get the big paychecks for their creations from back in the day. So it's like, it's almost, it's cool. We get to see them and we get to get signatures from them, you know, but you shouldn't have to be 92 years old and still signing, you know what I mean? So I thought about this when I was online waiting for Joe Giella, his autograph on a couple of my books. If you guys don't know who Joe Giella is, he's old. He's about 90 years old, 92 years old, around there. He's an old school inker. He did a lot of like old Silver Age detective, Batman, Flash, World's Finest. He's in everything. If you start looking up his books, you'll see some of the biggest keys out there are inked by this guy. You know,
Yeah.
Batman 171. That's first Silver Age Riddler, and he was such a like nice guy, but he's so old that his handler has to really guide him on what to do and all that, you know. So it's almost
But he
like
has a nice signature, though. He got a cool ass signature.
he has a beautiful signature, very very detailed and very slow going on how he signs his name. But these guys have to work so hard, you know, and then you have the other artists that everyone's paying top dollar for their variants, and they don't even come to shows like this. You know what I mean? They'll go to San Diego Comic Con, they'll go to New York Comic Con, they'll go to C2E2 and Emerald City. That's it.
They go to the big ones.
Yeah, that's it. They don't do it because they don't need to. They make a lot of money already doing that. But what do you guys feel about that? Like I kind of like you know, it was a little sad to see all these guys.
Right. It's definitely sad. It's a sad thing because this reminds me of the baseball players. You know, the old big time players back in the day when my dad was growing up. Those were their idols and everything, and they can go to these shows and they can charge like $20 or $30. But you want to get a Derek Jeter autograph? Well, you better lash out 400 fucking bucks. And it's just sad that these guys should be getting the ones that be getting the $400 and all that stuff because they're the ones that won all those pennants and all. I'm talking about all the Yankee players except for Mickey Mantle and all them. But you know, it's just the same scenario. Unfortunately, you know that some of the wrestlers too. You know, how many times have you seen a good classic wrestler who busted his ass in the ring and entertained you for years, and you see him at the thing trying to sling a book and all that, and meanwhile you got John Cena with a line around the fucking corner and outside, you know, and it's John Cena.
Kevin Nash had a line. He had a
Well,
he was leaving early.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Kevin
Nash money though.
Yeah, of course.
He's still making money because he makes movies and stuff, you know. So
yeah, he's still got a name and a face and all that, and everybody's still used to him and everything. So
and on a side note, Kevin Nash is not that tall. He's about a little bit taller than me.
If he's a little tall, it doesn't matter. My little scrawny ass doesn't matter. I'll be flattened by anybody. Jesus Christ. But I agree. It is sad because you want to, you know, they should be getting the same amount of. To me, they should be getting some kind of revenue or some kind of recognition.
And you know what? Kevin Nash is a big name, though. You know, was, you know, Wolfpack and all that, and he was only charging $30 for his autograph. I thought that was a decent price.
That's fair.
So I saw him pass by. I was like, "Oh shit, that's Kevin Nash."
And that whole NWO thing and everything. Yeah. Jackknife.
Right. He'd probably break his back right now with me.
But yeah, I agree. It is sad. Anybody take this, man. I mean, you know.
But you know what? Okay, yeah, it's sad that they're not getting paid the royalties that they should. Mm-hmm. But it's also good because, like, for us, like collectors and stuff, we know the history, you know, and so we kind of look up to them. I'd rather meet these old guys than these new guys out here now. I mean, I think it's more of an honor to meet these old guys and see where everything started from, you know?
Yeah. Mike Seif in the chat real quick says that he thinks most of the OG artists that were SEC are in good. You know, they've good standings, basically. He said, I'm sure Zach, Wolfman, O'Neal, and Adams are doing okay, but guys like Rich Buckler is exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Seif, my silver birch here. Will you send me a goddamn book, Seif? Thank you. Anyway.
The quick rant have been brought to you by Hellboy Hellwater.
Yes, soon I will be drinking that, especially if the Rangers lose tomorrow night. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, Marky's definitely taking the title back this week. Mm-hmm. The rant king title.
Yeah, but you gotta understand. Another thing is too, when you go to these big cons, right? You know why you don't see those OG artists there? Because these big cons want them to pay for their own table.
Yeah,
like Comic Con. Jim Steranko doesn't do Comic Con, New York City Comic Con. Alan Bellman doesn't do New York City Comic Con because he these guys, they should have them there because they're freaking big. They were big, they big time artists.
Yeah, they
That's
created
how
what
Kanye
what
going into
they
Real
created what
creators.
they created what Comic-Con stands for and what they're celebrating and what they're
Yeah.
making money off of.
Right.
But you
So I
know,
don't see why. I'm telling you, $1 million. I don't know, probably $1 billion company like New York City Comic Con. I'm pretty sure they have fucking a lot of money. Why would they not offer to pay for like a Legends table and hotel? Like that's like kind of stupid.
Right.
because
That's
I don't.
why.
They think they're not gonna pull in the crowd.
Right.
That's what it is.
It's like DC. DC has that big booth at New York Comic Con in the back. They buy that, they pay for that, and they get everybody who's dealing with the books right now. I mean, it's just like the same. Okay, fine. Why don't you get one of the classic artists that did some of your DC characters and get them in? But like Jeff said, it won't pull the draw. I don't know why it
They
should.
bring in Jim Lee, Scott Snyder, and Greg Capullo. I mean, those guys are awesome. I'm not saying
Right.
they're not.
Oh, they're not. Yeah, yeah. But throw in whatever. That's why.
Yeah.
Neil Adams
Guys-
doesn't do New York Comic Con, right? He doesn't do that.
Yeah, he does.
Real
Oh,
quick,
he
guys.
does? All right.
Yeah, he does. He does. He does it. I'm sorry to change the subject, but
It's
we got
okay.
some breaking news in the chat.
Oh shit.
From Depulica from Instagram. He says, new Hellboy movie in the works. Magnolia broke the news. R-rated reboot.
They don't
Well-
need a reboot.
Hellboy.
No,
What
they
was that,
need number 3. Why are they gonna reboot the fucker? Did it tell?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. Del Toro's been
R-rated.
writing for fucking God only knows how to make part 3. Are you kidding?
All right.
No, but as long as Ron Perlman is Hellboy.
That's a whole nother topic, but since I mentioned the chat real quick, I just want to, like I always do, want to give a big shout out to everybody in the chat. We got a full house in there, 28 viewers right now. Let me scroll to the top real quick. We got Ray Jr., Comically Flawed, Joker M21, Rag 718, Comics Unlimited, Uncanny Kyle Walker, Mike Seif, 74 Screwgun, Kingdom Comics, Dino Man, 1980. That's him. That's what I was talking about earlier. Bruce Zayas. Who else? Shout out to Bruce Zayas too. I got a book from Bruce that he hooked me up with. So maybe we'll do a little unboxing, in a few minutes. AG Surfer, Jeff the Geek, Her Collects Comics, Lord Tapman, Amazing Murfinator, El Comic Box, long-time viewer, first time posting. Thanks for posting, brother. And I believe that's it for right now.
Marky
if you guys have
316, he's in there.
nah,
Yeah, yeah. No, Sife's trying to be cute with me. Don't be cute with me, Sife. I'm on edge. I'm on edge. Don't mess with me.
You guys
Yo, you sound like one of them old Long Island chicks.
No, Long Island. The fuck you dumb motherfucker.
Now you got him started. You got him started.
Damn, Long Island
gotta
chicks.
get-
Jesus Christ, like you're Brooklyn fucking. Hey, lady, all that, please. You guys are fucking worse out there than you are out here. Fucking kidding me?
I'm not in Brooklyn.
Well, whatever, Brooklyn, Queens, whatever, they're all the fucking same.
So basically, the cons, those cons are good because we get to see the old guys, and all of us like seeing the old guys get your SIGs while you can, while they're still alive. There's another con coming up in July. Basically, it's a local con. That's Eternal Con. It was always a smaller con, right? But it's starting to get a little notoriety now, right? It's starting to get a little bigger.
I mean, the guest list is weak, though. You look at the guest list is weak.
Is it Adam
Yeah, the
West
only-
and Burt Ward going to be there?
No, the lady that played Catwoman, the original Catwoman, what's her name?
Lee Merriweather.
Yeah, she's gonna.
Yeah, she's gonna be there. Richard Buckler is gonna be there. And so far that I'm even interested in, but the show's still 2 months away. So
Yeah. They usually,
I'm pretty sure they'll
when they get ready for it,
Joe Kelly,
about 2 or 3
Joe Kelly
weeks.
usually goes to that. Joe Kelly goes to that show, so that's cool. I'm pretty sure a lot of people got stuff Joe Kelly could sign, and he doesn't charge for his signature, so that's awesome. I think I'm going. I got the okay from the wife already.
All right, cool.
Asked permission. So if you guys, I'm down. I'm gonna buy my tickets next paycheck. I'm gonna buy my ticket for Saturday.
Yeah.
Buy that shit right now.
So I'm gonna get to go.
Nah, this ain't.
Oh,
This
you
is
know?
a whole arena. This thing ain't selling out.
Yo,
It
I
never
forgot.
did.
You know what I forgot? I forgot to give Jeff his
You know?
bill.
Oh shit!
Talk
And
about
he
that.
just got back from vacation, and
Yeah.
and Marvel took all his money.
So real quick, guys, I hope you guys don't mind. I want to do a quick little unboxing here. About a week ago, I posted on the New York Warriors Facebook page. I was looking for a Amazing Spider-Man 36. That's the Black Royal issue because I bought one on eBay and the seller packaged it wrong. He just put it in a regular envelope with no backboard, with no cardboard. So it dented up. So it was supposed to be a Yemen copy. So it wasn't Yemen after that. So I recorded, and then I put it out there. Bruce Zayas showed me, a couple of people showed me some stuff. Shout out to Frank also because he tried to he had a copy
Shout out
that
to
he
Frank for showing Biggs a beat up
to give me. Not beat up copy, but Bruce was like, "Yo, straight up, my copy's Manny Mint." So that's all he had to say. Once he said, "Bro, you had me at Manny Mint," real quick. So I told him I'd probably unbox it live real quick because he wanted to make sure the book came here good, and he packaged it, perfect. It's a comic box, so you can't go wrong. Oh shit.
It's bent.
Nah, he put in an extra book in there, man. Bruce, yeah, you don't have to do that, bro. I was not expecting another book.
The original Spider-Man 36.
Right, yeah, imagine
That would be
right?
cool.
He did use like the masking tape, so it won't be any trouble ripping it, taking it off the cover and stuff.
Hey, while you're
that's not
unboxing,
bad.
speaking of which, any of
Go
you
ahead.
guys going to 5 Points? 5 Points Festival?
Holla at your
It's
boy.
short time.
No, not gonna make that.
I'll be
That's a real 5 point.
working the booth, kid. Working the booth.
No.
Oh, you were what? CBCS will be there.
Yeah.
There
Well,
you go.
I'm going. I gotta get Capullo's autograph to go with my Scott Snyder.
Yo, there's
Nice.
a con. There's a con on Saturday here in the city.
This Saturday,
that?
I'm gonna be here
It's
Saturday.
called Xavier some shit.
While he's opening that, this is what I got on Free Comic Book Day at Fourth World. They both were there.
You want to go, Jeff?
John Romita Jr. and
I'm going to 5
Scott
Points.
Snyder.
Yeah.
Scott Snyder's a great guy. You guys met him, right? You guys.
Oh,
seen him?
Scott Snyder is freaking awesome, man.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. He talks to
Yeah,
everybody.
I've met him before. All right, so he sent me a freebie, which is cool. He sent me Dr. Manhattan #1 before Watchmen.
Nice.
Oh, that's
Nice.
Really, really nice. You know what I'm saying? I would say it's a mint copy. Looks really well, really good. But this is the one.
That's becoming a habit of you. Every time you look at a book, you got to grade it.
Yeah. Oh,
Yes.
there it is.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's today already.
Nice.
It's today already. Yeah, yo, this is nice, man. This is nice. At first glance, I already could see that this shit is just practically flawless. I'll take a closer look later, offline, because if it doesn't need a pressing, it doesn't need a pressing.
Yeah.
And
Any signatures you gonna get on it?
well, the reason I got this is because I was trying to get it before this Saturday because the Chino Man was going to
Fourth World.
he was going to Fourth World to get John Romita Jr.'s signature, and he was gonna take the book for me and get his signature,
Right.
but it is what it is. There'll be other times. It's not Bruce's fault, you know what I mean? It's not his. It's just I waited too long to search out this book, because I've had opportunities to get it and I never did, and that's how it is.
It was crazy over there. I mean, I bumped into the presser dude and all that stuff, but I already had mine signed already, and he must have came a little bit later, and everything. But you got to get there early if they have any big names over there like those two again. You just got to get there early and wait. There was people waiting there about 7 o'clock in the morning, and the store didn't open till 10. And then
Wow.
so that's. And it wasn't for the free books. It was for
those are the thirst buckets.
I
went to my store at 10 and there was like nobody there.
Mm-hmm.
Biggies. Screwka want to know how
Nobody
much
at
that book go for.
What? How much the Amazing Spider-Man goes for?
Spider-Man.
36. Depending on condition, a raw copy goes between $40 and $50.
Yeah, and the 9.8 will go for what?
No,
What is
that's
it up?
slab. That's slab. Slab is a different story.
Yeah,
We're talking raw price 40 to 50 near mint. 9.8 without signatures, I would say is at least it got to be at least $100.
it is. It is about 100. At least it should be about 100 only. You know,
That book,
you know.
that book was hot. Remember, that book was super hot.
Well, it had to deal with
Yeah.
us. That had
Yeah.
to deal with the whole 9/11 thing, and that's why I got it, and I think that's why everybody else here got it because it was
Yeah. I got a copy.
Yeah.
So,
sad
guys,
book,
speaking
not
of,
a happy book.
but speaking of comics, how did y'all guys made out on Free Comic Book Day?
I did
Wow.
good.
Well, I didn't do nothing. You guys could talk about
Yeah,
that.
you guys could talk
I
about
was
that.
here. I was here.
Um,
doing
well,
Thing,
What did you get, Jeff? Did you get anything, or when did you come home?
I came home Friday, went straight to bed, and
Okay.
I got up early for Free Comic Book Day.
All right. Well, besides the free comics, I only picked up a couple of back issues from the spot that had 60% deal off of their back issue bin. So I picked up some New Gods. New Gods number 6, number 11, number 10, and I picked up one of the Marvel Spotlight Son of Satan number 13.
Nice.
And then one of the Lady Deaths I was missing, Crucible number 6. With that, the free books, because he had $1.50 bins and everything, I would say getting the free books, going through all these stores and everything, I spent $40 the whole day. So
It's a good day.
that was a good day, considering I went to 5 different places.
Well,
It's
my
crazy.
LCS for having a 40% off sale, so I stocked up on supplies like bins and
Right.
bags and boards. But then he had this hanging on the wall, $10, 40% off.
Oh, God, it should have been for free.
Right.
Come on, it's a Submariner.
But this to me, the steal was this.
Oh,
had this-
shit.
He had this
Okay.
in the Silver Age bin
Right,
for $28,
right.
and I got it 40% off. So
Oh,
this
get
was
the
a
hell.
steal.
That's a good deal. That's a great cover.
Even he was surprised. He like, what? I left that in there.
You left
So,
that in there. Yeah, and this is another Batman book that Scott Snyder signed for me. Actually, this is the book that people will win if they can guess the other 6 characters on my Injustice contest that I got going on my channel. So put in your entries and you win this book, but you have to get them all right. All right.
Oh, you gotta change that stipulation because I don't think anyone's gonna get them all right.
Trust me,
Yeah,
they'll
Tony,
find
right?
out.
It's gonna take forever though. And
It gotta be if somebody doesn't get it all right, it has to be the
They
runner.
have to get it close. They
Who's the
have to get it
closest?
close.
It has to be who's the closest. If
Out?
No, the game
you
doesn't
talking
come
about the
out
hit-
to the 17th.
you talking about all the hidden characters?
Yeah, all the hidden characters. Trust
Oh
me.
man, I already know.
You already know all the hidden characters? All right, then.
Most of them.
All right, put your money where your mouth is and try to win a free book.
Dr. Manhattan is one of the hidden characters.
There's
Yeah.
2 of them are very obvious. 2 of them are very obvious. Go
Yeah, two of
check it
them are
out.
very obvious.
Go check it out. Make your selections. I'm not kidding. Someone's going to get that book. I will send it to them. But you got to guess. I ain't just going to say, hey, I'm here. No, you don't fucking win. No, guess. I want 6 names.
yeah. So real quick before we get into the comics for next week,
Mhm.
PGX threw out some new labels. They updated their labels.
A little late.
Yeah,
Better late
they,
than never,
they
man.
they definitely should have dropped that a long time ago. Especially that they had the design over a year already. But those labels, I was really looking at them like they're really nice labels, man. I think they look better than all the other 2, to be honest.
Well, we kind of. Oh, I ain't gonna say anything, but we had an idea of when they were doing this and what kind of way they were going. They waited too long. That was my thing, and
Yeah.
I think that's what I was watching you, TiVo, and Frost, and everything talking about the slabs, and you guys talked about that a little. They waited too long. And they should have
Yeah.
struck when the iron was hot, when CGC was having the slab issues, when CBCS was having the label issues. They should have said, bam, here's our new label. This is how you do it. You know, right then and there. They could have just, they really could have got everybody go, oh, shit. You know, but they waited too long. So I don't know. But it does look good. It might get people to get back to them and all that and see what happens. But they are nice. I'll give him that.
Only
Yeah,
thing
yeah,
I
it
don't
looks-
like about the new labels is the gold for the signature series. They should have changed it to yellow. Could just
Nah,
keep
nah.
everything uniform.
Nah. Because you haven't seen the gold in person, man. The gold one in person looks nice. It doesn't. The picture doesn't do it justice. The quality of the picture, it makes it look a little brown. But when you have it in person, that gold is really. It's a nice label. It's a nice gold label. You know, I remember when I first showed Carlos it in person. He really saw the
It
difference
stands
on
out.
that gold label.
I got
Yeah,
it.
it's nice. You have a gold one too, right? Well, the one with that Big O sent you. The gold that label, the design is ugly,
Got it.
but the gold color itself, it comes out nice on the label, and that's the same gold they're using for this thing. So it's gonna look. I think it's gonna look good.
How much they charge for
I'm gonna say one of my
reslabbing?
books.
They don't know yet.
Yeah, he
I
didn't price.
asked.
They didn't come up with a price yet, but it can't be more than the other guys. All their prices are less than everything. So if CGC charges $15 or $20, it's gonna be something less.
No, CGC charges 15 and CBCS charges 10.
So it's probably. I'm assuming it's gonna be $10. Yeah, it can't be
10,
more
12
than that.
bucks. Can't be no more than that.
Plus shipping.
Yeah, plus shipping, but they let you pick whatever shipping you want. You could use United States Post Office. You could use FedEx. You could whatever you want. They'll use whatever you want to ship it with. So it's not gonna be that bad.
Well, I'm going to give it a shot. I want to check out the new label, so I got to find some books to send out there to them.
I just would submit one book. That book that I got from Big O. I mean, I'm not gonna submit it, but I'm just gonna,
I might send my one that Ray Jr. sent me that signed Swamp Thing.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do. I'm gonna send the one that Big O sent me, the Stanley one.
Mm-hmm.
I want the new label on that one.
Yeah.
And another one. I have a couple of their signature books. I'll probably just send all three of them and get them changed. Put the new label on because it looks nice.
If you didn't use their pressing service on some of the books that you sent them, would you use their pressing service? You used it before, right?
Yeah, their pressing. They did excellent. I have no complaints. All the dents that were on the books that I had pressed, they were all pressed out.
Okay.
You could see them right through the slide. It looked good.
Well, you don't want to use Chino Man no more?
No, I'm saying I used
it's already
pressing.
Graded. Yeah.
I've used their pressing before, before the Chino Man, and they did a good job on the pressing on the books that I sent. They never, to be honest, they're the only pressing that I used. I never used CBCS's pressing, and I've never. This is the first time I'm using CGC's pressing now. For the Jim Lee signatures,
and it's going to probably be the last time we use them.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, this is ridiculous.
It's definitely going to be the last time.
Yeah,
they're in grading now. They're in grading now.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
the CGC representative told me that when the money comes out of my account for CGC, that means that they have them in prep for grading already.
Okay.
So money came out last week. Monday,
yeah, but remember I sent out a book to CGC just to get it reslabbed. Can you believe this shit that I'm just getting that shit just now?
You're just getting it now. Wow.
Yeah, just because they was just reslabbing it. I just got it today.
Wow, you know how many books I gave to the table at Big AppleCon, and I got those things back like in 3 weeks time. But
they're scared of you, bro. They don't want another.
They're scared of me.
yeah, because now they see that you're growing. You're getting more popular.
Growing? Where am I growing to? I ain't going nowhere.
They should be scared of me because I'm gonna make a phone call.
Oh right, yeah, Manny with his phone call. But no, I used CBCS's pressing. They did a good job on the one book, and I got a 9.8 on it. That was the Batman and Superman Jim Lee cover for the "You Want to Be Heroes" promo that they had.
You used my account?
No, at the time, remember I told you I was trying to get into the discount and I didn't know about, I sent it. I was trying to get the deadline, and then you're like, "Yo, idiot! You should have used my account." I'm like, "Fuck, damn!" Shit happens.
Hey guys, quick
Yeah,
question.
yeah.
We got a question from Jeff the Geek.
Yes.
Did any of you guys use CBCS pressing?
Yes, I did, and they did very well. Like I said, I had Batman, Superman #1, New 52, the Jim Lee cover that he did for the campaign that they had. It was a mail away comic, so it had a little tick on the end of it, and I knew they was probably going to get a 9.6. So I said, press it. I said, what the hell? It got pressed out. I can't even see it anymore, and it came back a 9.8. So
What?
mhm.
Yeah.
That's
So
good,
that was
man.
at least that was definitely a 9.6. It was non-color breaking, so I knew I had a shot with the pressing to make sure I can get the 9.8 out of it. So they did a good job. To me, they didn't take fucking 6 weeks
guys.
or whatever.
Hold it.
Nope, we're good. Oh, okay.
What?
Oh,
I think he had to do. Okay, so shit. Where the fuck are we? Okay, so
I'm reading the chats and
read the
everybody's
chat.
talking about grading and slabbing and stuff like that. Well, let me tell you guys this from my experience. Slabbing is addictive,
Mhm.
especially when you start getting signatures and you see that nice, pretty yellow label. That shit is addictive. I mean, now it's like when I go to cons, I get signatures. I'm like, CBCS, I'm all this stuff certified, verified, certified, all that stuff. Because yeah, it is addictive, and when you get the signatures and the nice yellow labels, forget it. It's like crack.
Well, not only that. I mean, like I said, the show last night with Big E's, TiVo, and Undisputed Frost brought up a lot of points. And now that CGC is raising their prices and CBCS is still where they are and all that, and as we were all talking about all these good people, these legends, these writers, these artists that are up in their ages, and you see them at these cons, and you get these autographs or get these sketches. Yeah, I want something to keep it all nicey nice and all that stuff, because it's like, how long have these people going to be around doing all this shit and whatever like that? So that's where that comes into effect. But also price is going to definitely come into effect with it. And if they keep on raising it the way they have been over at CGC, they're just going to make people go to the other companies unless they follow in suit. And then that's where as collectors and people that just want to slab and flip for buck are going to be divided, because the collectors ain't going to stand for it, and the people that are flipping for a buck are just going to add more price to cover their costs to get it slabbed now.
True.
So speaking of slabs, real quick,
Yep.
before we get to the comic books real fast, I just want
Yep.
to show you guys real quick. If you guys remember, this was last year's
Yes.
Big Apple Con. I bought this book, and
I was right there when you bought that.
yeah, Marky was there with me. I bought it, and we submitted it to CGC.
Mm-hmm.
To get it graded, because I felt personally that it didn't need a pressing. So I was hoping it came back on 9.6, 9.8, 9.6 at the lower end. The seller had 2 copies. They were both flawless. So I tried and picked the better looking one. And when it came back on 9.2. I was like, what the fuck, a 9.2?
Mm-hmm.
And the reason it came back is it came with a big ass.
Yep.
You can't see because of glare too much, but it came with a big ass thumb dent.
Mm-hmm.
Right here, right under Jonathan's name, right under there. It's a big dent that comes right here. You can tell that somebody grabbed it. They grabbed it like that really hard, and that's where that dent came from. So of course they deny it, whatever, yada yada, it doesn't matter. But I'm gonna crack this bitch open, and crack this bitch open. I'm gonna get it pressed. I'm gonna get it pressed by presser tomorrow. I'm gonna bring it to him.
Okay.
And then Saturday. Oh, I'm gonna give it Saturday to Manny so that we can get Capullo and Snyder to sign it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
and then it's gonna get submitted to CBCS.
It'd be interesting how that grade comes back after it's all pressed and everything, and you get it graded. It'd be nice.
You know what? They creased it. It doesn't look really color breaking, but then again, when you put a magnifying glass to it, you'll see.
True.
So I'm expecting the most. I'm expecting is a 9.4. That's the most I'm expecting. So real quick, if you guys want to, see a CGC cracking,
Oh, there he goes. One thumb. There you go. That was it.
And it's so funny that I hear so many people say, "Oh, PGX is so easy. It's so easy, PGX." I'm not a PGX lover. I'm not a CBCS lover, and I'm not a CGC lover. I'm just keeping it real. This shit is the fucking easiest thing in the world to crack open. The ones that are harder are PGX slabs and CBCS. These things open up like nothing.
Is that is that the old label or the newer one that's out?
No, it's the old label. Pliers to open up the CBCS label one.
Yeah, look
yeah,
at it.
That's what she did with yours, man.
It literally came out in like 2 seconds. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what that girl did. That's what that chick did with mine.
Yeah, she's got a pair of pliers. He cracked the bottom and floop. That was it.
Oh, that's all they were doing when I was waiting on that long ass line. All you seen was one guy going crazy, cracking plastic all over the fucking place, man.
Yeah, the hardest case to crack is the CBCS because of the clamps.
Right.
You literally got to break all 4 clamps to get that thing off. So that one's harder. But even the new CGC cases, man, that shit came. You saw how I cracked that one open. The new case. Yeah. That was like nothing, man. Also, that shit came apart in your hands.
You know what? When I first started getting my book slab, I used to believe that those cases was like airtight and everything.
No. What's airtight is when they're inside the inner well.
Yes.
Like this is airtight right here, where you gotta cut it with the scissors,
Right.
So all right, that's enough slab talk. Kill it to death for slab talk. We talked about East Coast Comic Con. We're gonna head to the Eternal Con. NY Warriors are always keeping it moving. We're always doing some things. Manny's going to the 5 Points Comic Con.
Nice.
In Manhattan. So there's when we go to these places, we talk about the stories and that's what we like to hear, the stories and experiences, right? So take it away, Marky. What's going on?
All right. Well, all right, we got our usual, hey, what the hell's coming out this week? So we're just going to jump right into DC unless you guys want to see something in the Independents or whatever like that. So, all right, Action. We got Action Comics, $9.79. Anybody give a damn? No, nobody gives a damn. Okay, no.
No, you know what? The stories have been good in the Superman books, man.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's kind of a cool cover.
Yeah, you got you got Cyborg Superman, the Eradicator, Mongol. There you go.
And who's that green guy? That's not Luther.
No, that's Metallo.
Metallo.
Oh, he keeps changing his look, man.
So that's pretty cool.
Looks like RoboCop. What do you want?
It looks like RoboCop. Drop it. All right.
All-Star Batman.
All-Star Batman.
Look, I'm not even using scissors. I'm using a blade.
The All-Star Batman number 10 is a cool cover. They're all white.
Yeah. That's good for signatures or sketch.
I like that cover right there.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, that's gonna be. I still have All-Star Batman in my pull list. Yeah. So I have the regular cover. I don't have the variants anymore.
So we got Batgirl, Birds of Prey, Bug the Adventure. Okay.
You know what? Go back to All-Star Batman. Show the regular cover.
Regular cover.
Yeah. That's nice. That's
nice cover. You can definitely do signatures and sketches here, man. You can add. They can add on. They can have a field day.
And that's Snyder. Snyder was writing that. So
that's cool. Let's see, detective. Excuse me, guys. That's a little okay.
Oh yeah,
looks like Spider-Man with ninja knives.
no, that's this girl. That's Kane. What's her name?
Cassandra Cain.
Yeah, she plays that other character. Sandra Cain is
It used to be Batgirl a long time ago. Now she's
I forgot her name. She's Orphan. Yeah, she's Orphan. Orphan. Yeah.
Batman.
Oh, you were saying Eli? I didn't hear you.
No, I can hear you now.
Okay.
Yeah, it sounded a little muffled.
It's all right.
Yeah, take the cottons out your mouth.
This is something I've been getting. I've been enjoying it. It hasn't. It
That's a
hasn't.
new character.
That I have no. What the hell that is? That's something that that just about to meet. He was doing. They were doing something with the Blue Lanterns. So this might be coming up, fucking up the works. Let's see. And
What
here,
he got a ring too, or he wearing the glove?
yeah, that's
glove.
like the power glove or some shit like that. Yeah, let me just see this. That's weird. Prison and Torrent, a final competition, prison beast. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, that's this. This guy showed up at the end. I didn't know what the hell was going on. I guess I'm gonna find out. It didn't look too
pick
good.
it up, or is that
No. Please, you pay cover for this. I don't think it's it's like when they had those different rings or whatever with the, in the other title for Green Lantern or whatever. So,
Future's Quest. How about that Future's Quest?
Future's Quest.
You guys still read that?
I just
That's
bought the
a nice
first
cover
issue.
though, right there.
I just
It's a
bought the
cool
first
cover.
issue for the blank.
Yeah.
That's a cool cover.
That is a cool cover.
Sure.
I probably will pick that up.
Nah.
That's a nice one too. I like dragons. You don't like dragons?
I like dragons, but I like this one. It has everybody on it,
Yeah, I like that one. That first one.
That has got everybody.
We have the Fantastic Four.
It has the vice president on it.
They ain't
Too.
about that.
The vice president.
It has these nuts on it.
Has these nuts on it.
He's looking for you.
This is again. This is. I think this is the last part of the Harley Quinn side of Injustice that I've been getting. I was talking to Biggies about this, all that. So, Injustice 2 #1 came out last week, and anybody who read that, it's good. That's just one person.
You know what? Actually, I read it. I was telling Marky that I read it. It was a good ending, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, they all died. That's
Not
Neil
yet.
Adams.
No.
Stephen Orlando. That's Stephen.
Stephen Orlando, Justice League of America. Is this?
When you get the chance, scroll down to Superwoman #10. That variant is already sold out.
Which one?
Superwoman #10.
Superwoman #10.
The variant. You know it when you see it.
All right, hold on. Supergirl, Superwoman #10. Okay.
Not that cover, the other cover.
Oh shit!
Already sold out.
Oh yeah, because it's a cover swipe to #1.
All right.
Yeah.
That's a good cover. I might get that.
Yeah.
Well, good luck finding it, man.
Oh look, they even put a
nowhere.
bullshit sticker on here, man. That's funny. That's funny.
You look around, you got the color breaks at the bottom.
Look, you got fake color breaks and everything on here. Look at this shit.
Who did the cover?
This shit is a fucking poor.
Ken Lashley.
Yeah, Ken Lashley. Oh God! Don't even. I don't even.
Renato. Something.
Who?
Benicio del Toro?
Yeah, we're going with Benicio del Toro. That's what I'm going for.
Oh, Ken Lashley did the regular cover.
Yes.
That's man.
Ken Lashley did that.
Nice cover. I might have to pick those up.
All right. Teen Titans, regular Titans, nothing, and Wonder Woman.
Let's see the Wonder Woman.
Titans is a new story arc.
God Watch.
Which one we're talking about?
Titans.
Titans. There you go. And the variant. Yeah, what is it do? They're doing another Lazarus contract with this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
All
right. I'll read it.
That's
Wonder Woman covers a whack.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the artist that they had on it, man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's it for DC.
Yeah, that's it for DC, and we're just gonna go zimming down here. Unless anything IDW, nothing IDW. This one definitely I'm getting. Star Trek Green Lantern last part. It's been really good. I've been enjoying it.
That's cool. I like that cover.
Only thing I can see for IDW is that variant, the Batman and the Turtles with Batgirl on the cover. That's pretty cool.
Which one? Oh, this one.
Not the one with Batgirl.
The one with Batgirl.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Next one.
Next one. Oh, okay. Oh, all right. All right.
Yeah, it's cool. It's a cool cover.
All right. Let's get down to
Well,
Image. Oh.
Well, Image finally. AD After Death is number 3 is
Oh,
coming out. So that's
AD,
good.
okay. Jeff Lemire, Scott Snyder.
It's just green. All right.
It's just green. It's not easy being green. Oh shit! Look, Invincible. They're not even showing the fucking cover.
Invincible 138.
Jesus.
Regression number 1. Number 1. Show it.
Show it.
Yeah, somebody was saying in the chat that that's the book to look out for.
Yeah, it's a book to look out for because it's Image number 1.
It's an Image number 1, and then like 4 months later, it'll be on the $1 bag. I don't know.
I'm leaving that shit right in the store.
I'm leaving that shit right in the store.
I'm gonna pass that shit. I'll be like,
right out. I'm gonna leave it right in the store, just like I did Walking Dead number 1.
Exactly. That's why everybody's picking up all number 1s. They're figuring that's going to be the next Walking Dead. That's the thing.
Yo, that Youngblood came out last week.
Yeah, they have a blank for it.
Yeah, they have a blank cover. Oh, they didn't get the blank cover out in time, so.
Yeah.
That's the what? You gotta get that blank cover, man. He's smoking.
I know. I gotta go. I ain't been to the shop like in 3 weeks.
Oh damn.
I'm missing
New Wolverine is good.
Yeah.
I like that variant cover. There's something about it, man. I like that.
What? The writer who does this is the same writer who's doing the Injustice book right now. It's Tom Taylor. I like his writing. I really do.
Yeah, All New Wolverine was the most. I was enjoying that series the most when it launched.
Yeah.
But once it hit Civil War, it was like.
Yeah.
How about the Wolverines? Remember that
one?
Oh my God, the Wolverines.
Oh look, renew your vows for you guys. You can renew your vows.
Again. How many times are you gonna renew his vows? Oh shit!
Alex Ross. Yeah,
that's Alex Ross.
Yep.
No, that's the other guy that we keep confusing. What's his name? Let me see.
No, that's Alex Ross. Nobody.
That looks like Alex Ross to me.
That's Alex Ross.
That's Alex Ross.
Yeah.
That's Alex Ross.
Yeah, that's Alex Ross. That shit is painted.
Yeah.
No Addy Granoff covers this week.
No.
Nah.
Man is dope.
Kind of like that Black Panther in the Crew.
Black Panther.
That one.
Panther and the Crew.
I like the cover.
Which one? This one?
No, the first one.
The first one?
The one with old school Cap. Yeah.
Old school Cap? Oh, you mean Hail Hydra Cap? Oh, everybody's burning the books. All right. Give me a break.
Go ahead, burn the book.
For people who are burning their books still over this, it's a fucking storyline. Get over it. Hell, I like Evil Cap. Hail Hydra all day, all fucking night. Deal with it.
You know what? Fuck you.
Yo, you gotta say that. You can't say that shit here, bro. No, I'm just kidding.
Somebody looking to get banned.
Nah, I'm just joking.
I like regular Cap, man.
I like regular Cap too, but it's a cool story. Like
Papoose, like Papoose.
Cap 2, you killing your shit out of your ears, motherfucker. Shit.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. He's Hydra right now.
That's what I'm saying. You know where it's going to go.
It's a storyline.
It's a storyline, right?
Oh,
Everybody's
brainwashed, and then ultimate reality that really didn't happen.
Yeah, right.
Rob Lockman got a cover.
Well, I'm like, oh yeah, the $200 cover for Deadpool. There you go.
Yep. And this time, and
look at his feet.
He's hiding the feet. He's hiding the feet.
I mean, he's hiding them, but they still look alright. They're decent.
It is decent than most of his other work. I'll give you that.
Yeah, he's hiding the feet.
But his work is better than his 90s work.
Yeah, he's
getting better. He's getting better. He's been practicing.
Oh, what?
Oh.
Hello.
Cutting my phone off.
Oh, all right. All right, that's pretty interesting. That's the Gwenpool. That's funny.
I dropped that
Yeah.
book. It just got too much
It's
sometimes.
not good. It's really
Kill
not.
her.
Nah, they try
Get rid of her.
they trying to counter like Harley with her, you know. Like,
Yeah.
I don't care.
it's not working.
Not working. Kingpin,
Like different than freaking-
Miss Marvel. I don't know.
He said,
I don't know.
Jeff the Geek said we never give
That
any love
storyline
to
is good.
comic to
That
Image.
Wolverine,
What's that?
We
That
never
we don't give any.
any
We
love.
love the Image.
We give love to Image. We showed you in #1. If there's no Walking Dead, we pass.
And anyway, we all love Scotty Young, so I hate
Yes.
Fairyland. Come on.
Yeah, we show the covers. We show all the covers. We're just pressed for time. Here's a Bill Sienkiewicz cover for Old Man
Yeah.
Logan. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's good. I'm not reading it.
It is. It's been good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I
They're
don't
making
know.
another Rocket comic. God damn it, man.
Yeah.
Because of the movie, man.
Oh, all right.
Go down.
It's just. Yeah, but look at this. We already got 4 variants for this guy already. Really?
Trial Call Quest freaking album.
All right.
I'm not buying that shit.
That's a Joe Jusco.
There ain't no classic no more.
Shit costs $4. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, I know. And it's out of stock. People bought it.
You
Holy
could have
shit.
got that picture from the East Coast Comic Con. He had it.
Right.
Word.
Yeah. So what else is coming out? There's any Thor for Raid? There's any Thor coming out this week?
Any Thor
Thor
3.
sucks.
We got Secret Warriors, Silver.
Oh,
Oh shit! You did not just say that. You're gonna have Ray bust that cap.
what was that? Star Wars?
Why you want
Hold on.
The Screaming Eagles.
That's Rob Liefeld.
Screaming Citadel?
Screaming Citadel.
Star Wars and the Screaming Eagles.
Screaming Eagles. Oh, what? So they're teaming up.
Check out the
Doctor-
Weapon X.
What,
Yeah,
Weapon
Doc-
X?
Fury and
Yeah.
Skywalker.
Check out the Weapon X covers.
right,
Greg
Weapon
Land cover. Check the Greg Land.
That's a
That's
Greg
a
Land.
nice one. How much?
Greg Land
That's
is the only
That's a
artist
regular
that
cover.
I will buy any of his books.
How much? $4?
Regular $4. Yep.
Look at the R. Adams cover, though.
A lot of people call him a tracer, but at least he does his interior.
Yeah. They call Greg Land and Tracer. Yeah. They've been doing that for a while, a couple of years.
X-Men.
All
X-Men
right.
Blue. Show the X-Men Blue.
That's X-Men Blue.
That's the regular one, and check
This
out
is-
the Arthur Adams one.
That's the
Yeah.
Arthur Adams.
That's a nice one. Jeff the Geek is saying you guys need to keep an eye on Aftershock Comics too. They're doing some great
Yes.
stuff. The comic Baby Teeth is coming out. Looks pretty cool.
Baby
I heard
Teeth.
about Baby Teeth. This
Oh.
16-year-old girl gave birth to the Antichrist.
Oh, get the
Oh,
fuck
man.
out of here. That's up my alley.
Check out the
I got
Avengers Assemble.
Avengers. We already did that one.
Oh, you did? You went too
I
fast.
think
The zombie symbols.
Avengers
Zombie-
Assemble.
zombie-
The zombies assembles, yes.
Yeah, it's on the bottom. Zombies Assemble. That
There we go.
Yeah, but Jeff the Geek, yeah, I'm good looking out for Baby Teeth too. That does sound good.
All right, I'll take. Wait a minute. It's got to be a picture in here, unless it's too fucking graphic here. Let's just go down. Let's see, Baby Teeth. I don't see no Baby Teeth.
Aftershock is on top. That's the first one.
Yeah, but they put it with the Independence and Order.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They put it
Well,
with
hold on.
Independence.
It's got
Well, Unknown Comics got a couple of variants for it.
okay.
Second,
Watch God Reborn.
Eternal Warrior as the Valiant stuff.
That's
Longshot comes out with an issue this week.
That's a nice
It's a
cover.
photo
That's
variant.
cool.
That's another.
Oh, Eternal Warrior.
yeah. That's a new storyline for the Internal Warrior, the Awakening.
The photo cover.
There you go.
John
I don't
Morrison.
know who that is.
Cosplayer.
Yeah.
In WWF.
No, but that guy's an actor though. I've seen him before.
Where?
John Morrison.
It's John Morrison, right? From the
Oh,
WWE.
That's a wrestler. There you go.
Right.
One of the new guys.
He needs a new gig.
I'm gonna
I
get
need
that
money.
book so I can sign it.
All right. I'm
That's
gonna look for. Wait a minute. I got to see this Baby Teeth now. Now that he's got me in, it was a baby.
Where's the baby teeth?
Baby
shit!
teeth. What the
I
hell?
fucked up the spelling. Sorry. Spell too fucking fast.
What the hell?
Ah, come on. Can't spell.
He forgot.
Well, Unknown Comics got a bunch of variants coming out.
Who? Venom? Yeah, Venom.
There you go, right there. Baby teeth. They showed a little key.
I know.
Oh, damn, Marky.
Well, look.
Marky's too nervous.
You'll find it. Just keep going. Batman.
I know.
Everything. See that?
Oh, I know what's here. Shit.
Yo, I'd like to give a shout out to everybody in the chat.
Yes. Give shout outs while I look.
Out to everybody in the world.
Shit.
Yo, Marky, hurry up.
I can't fucking.
I already have it on my screen.
Well, put
There
it
you
on
go.
your screen then. Fuck it.
It is on my screen.
All right.
Gotcha.
See, black men work faster than white people.
All right. See. Well, this isn't the fucking site. Okay, it wasn't on fucking Midtown. That's
But-
what I want to say.
What else?
Fuck
Anyway, this is from Unknown Comics, man. They got their variants. I believe
Okay.
this might be the regular cover right here.
Okay.
And then others are just the variants. And then they have, this special. You can get all three for a certain price.
That's the exclusive, the one with the cross upside down for the T.
Yo,
Yeah.
that shit is so
Shit.
whack. You gotta buy that shit for real?
I'm not gonna spend $15 for it.
No, let's get this one.
The
I
comic
think this is
Fall,
the
my
best cover out
bad.
of all of them.
He said it's June. It doesn't come out till June 13th. My bad.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's why we couldn't find the damn fucker.
Yeah, he's saying June 13th. He said check the chat. OMG, my bad. We checking the chat now. I'm checking the chat now. Yeah, June 13th.
You made me
comically
rush
flawed.
and can't spell for shit.
Hold
Thanks
on.
for a lot, making me look like the biggest dumbass on the fucking internet right now. Thank you.
All right, so you heard it here from the chat. Aftershock Comics, Baby Teeth #1, June 13th.
All right, June
Yeah,
13th.
order your
Wow,
orders.
that's a gimmick beyond a gimmick. I may just have to get it just because of that.
Just because of that? Because of that?
Well, I'm a horror guy. I like my horror shit. So the number 13 has to deal with the devil and all that shit, man.
That shit just looks like somebody's about to give birth.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? Isn't
give
the
it birth
birth of
to
the Antichrist?
Right.
Damn, that big ass
Yeah.
baby's gonna come out of there?
Oh,
Oh, she's holding the baby.
This is
Oh,
a
I
fetal
didn't see
She's
position.
that.
holding
Fetal
the baby.
position.
Holding the baby.
I didn't see that. Yo, come on, man. Speed it up, man.
Destroy the world.
All right.
All right, we're done.
Yeah, fuck that.
All right, so
Somebody
real
sleepy.
quick, just a
Cranky.
couple more people. I just want to give a shout out to everybody before we end in the chat. There was some more people that added. They got them after we did the initial shout outs. Jeff the Geek, Mr. Unknown Comic Guy, Trinity Comics, Optimus Prime, Jason Smith, Comically Flawed. We checked the chat. I'm sorry, bro. We got you though. June
Got you.
13th.
Yeah. I got to give a
Um,
shout out to the Trinity Comics over there. He sent me these two comics out of the kindness of heart, a signed Lady Death and this wonderful, wonderful Aquaman issue. Thank you.
Oh yeah, that's the one that comes with the pops. Yeah, with
Yeah,
the
that
pops.
was good. It's a reprint of actually Adventure Comics 452. So thank you, Trinity Comics. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that's awesome, guys. So I think that's it. We passed our threshold.
Yeah.
I just want to thank everybody for joining us in the chat. Sorry, the chat was really busy today, man. It was hard to keep up with all those comments.
There was
Man.
mad people on there.
Yeah. At one point, we almost had like 40 people at the same time. 40 people watching. Yeah, definitely. I gotta set up the settings to make you guys like chat moderators. I tried to do that today, and I added Marky, but I don't know why I didn't see the symbol come up when you typed in the chat.
Really?
Yeah, I gotta.
You
mess
mean I
around with
could have
it.
thrown everybody out of the chat? I could have banned all you motherfuckers, and you don't tell me shit, man.
Yeah, we gotta moderate it. Especially, when the show, when we were only getting 12, 13 viewers, it was easy to monitor it. But now, once you start hitting the 20, 25, 30, it's hard to keep up with it because everyone's, chiming in. So we definitely gotta do a better job with that. So that's it. If you guys have anything else to say.
We're good.
No,
I'm
I guess
good.
everybody.
Good.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining us, everybody, in the chat. Until you know what, real quick, just want to remind everybody that
Gay.
July 1st. How about July 1st? We'll be actually doing the show for 1 year. If you guys didn't know.
Yeah, July 1st, man, a 1 year anniversary. So make sure everybody in the New York Warriors get comics. So don't be bitches and give us some comics.
No.
Oh, and
we don't want no dollar comics neither. We want some fish.
And you know, we're gonna get bird comics. That's what we're gonna get.
oh, we got to give a shout out to our guy, Eddie the comic guy. He's
yes, Eddie
sick.
the comic guy. Yes.
So
Yeah,
you want to show
made
some love to you want to show some love to Eddie. Send him some boobs.
Yes.
Yeah, he made the thumblail that we used for
Send him some
on
some
Facebook
boobs.
and on Instagram.
Make
All right,
sure you
guys.
send him dog boobs though.
Until next time. Peace.
Later, guys.
Later.
Later.